Compaq.
Okay, just boot it up. We're going to recipe remove from CD. I'm gonna take a little bit longer. We got our it's kind of like a blue screen on here. You got our this is called text setup for Windows 2000. And of course, you always see here. You got our using always says it have to take a little bit longer. You got our using always says you got you have supposed to it. Just really kind of got the machine down here on here, and but it's okay for now. I'll just have to do that for later. Take it as I have to see it, and so let's see what happens. It goes to get faster high-speed performance there. And what this does is and then there was no product key run on here. I'll just have to take it back for later, and as you see, kind of get this as opposed to it, and I'm supposed to make it happen. And but I always says because I just said how you got the USB performance there. Alright, let's check your partitions. I got this. Use this number 1. All we have to do is hit D and then enter and hit the letter L. That is correct. We're gonna go ahead on partition space. You got the NTFS system. We'll hit enter. There we go. Setup is formatting. But you know always says because I'm gonna have to see that way, and take us a little bit longer. We got I have to install the partitions, which is number 1. But it always says because I think it always says you have to see it, and you really got 100% on this partitioning. You always says you have to see it, and you have to be block it. You have to see it. You have to wait. And you always says you have to see it. But you me. Is that Harris? Are you to be a bitch? Transform says you have to see it, and person always says you have to see it. You got 5% in each row. Oh great! I just have to supposed to it. Let me go ahead and just partition this format, and I'll be back soon. Okay. Okay, we're back, guys. Finally got the partition dispatched. Now checking the C drive here. Then begin to copy this files onto the Windows 2000 on your Compaq machine. This may take several minutes to complete, and you always just have to see that way, and you have to go down for that bitch. So then you have to get the driver cab folder on here, and it always says because I'm gonna have to see that way, and it always says you have to see it. And usually you're gonna have to install Internet Explorer 6, 7, then 8, and 9, and 10, and 11. And so you got the 35% on each copy of the files here. And it always does is what you always says they got this in high speed performance there. And what this do does, you got this you have to be several times faster. Finally, which it always says to make me happy to that. Which Windows 2000 gets its easiest way from 1999? How much we got this particularly? You got 60% here. We have to see high speed performance. And yen, make sure you have 100% faster performance there and loading applications. Takes it about 1 more minute to go. Usually always says that I got to see it. Oh, you have to protect this on the fly here. You're getting closer. 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 Now it's done. Please wait while I set up the Windows 2000 configuration. So what I have to do is that I have to use the keyboard. We're going to restart this to show you. I don't have to worry about the boot from CD. Sorry, Windows 2000. This is the built-in NT technology on here. They got our, I know I have to see it that way. It got, and you should always system have to protect us on the fly. So we got our information tools, system information, and as you always system have to see it. You got always the system have to protect us on the fly. Windows 2000 was launched in December of 1999, and it's probably what I just did. I have to put this thing away. So that is next. You can always just have to see it, and I just have to see it that way. And we got two monitors at once. So we got the Compaq view on the other screen. So I just had the brain fart on my ear. You always says it had supposed to get this particular information at Microsoft.com here, and but then always says it have to see it. Oh, well, you got the installing devices here. Okay, so what we have to do is that all we have to come back when provide devices installed here. So I guess I'll do that. You know, I have to see it, but this I have to type. I have to get this PC here. Just gonna show you all then. Okay, we're back. I already got the type your name, address, Druby, Melly, home user, and have to type Compaq PC. Okay, I'll do a mountain time for now. Okay, always this and have to see it. You got the network settings and got the newest programs. You got the Windows 2000 on the fly. And you got the cloud jar right here for your cookie. Yeah, buddy. This keyboard used to run Windows 2000 on here. Someone's that it has supposed to clean. Easiest way you have to get to provide. Okay, I know what I have to do is I have to type your work group. Okay, that's better. Okay, after we come back for this, everything's installed here. So I only got to see that way. I have to meet. Let me go ahead and copy the files, and I'll be back check soon. Alright, we just had to restart for now. I guess I'm supposed to do it for later, and when it comes back up. I'm gonna have to worry about the Presario key from CD here. I have to see that way. Okay, so we got here. We got our user information. You got this. Finally got this thing. I'm supposed to it. You have to see it. We got. You have to put. You have to see it. At least you can always just have to do it from which it always just have to boot them up, and you always just have to see that way, and always just have to see that way, and you got to see how to protect this on the fly. So when I have to see it, we got this one. You have to come up and just an always just have to when it gets done here. So yeah, it's to get to see it, and finally got this one and got this out about here. So okay, we're going to have to see that way. That you know have to tap this on the fly here. Windows 2000 Professional on you. You have to wait patiently. You gotta have to see it. Well, I guess I have to see it, and it's gonna have to wait patiently right here. Here you go. Windows 2000. Let me got this one. I have to see it, and As you have to see it, you have to get this protectors on the fly. Here you have to type WinVer. On this you have to get to check the display settings right here. I usually always this and have to see it. You're gonna have to go down there like that. Yeah. Or not. Oh no, let's try to get this thing. I have to try to get the tripod. Alright, all finished trying to set up here. If this and always says they got our usually you got lots of applications on this edition. We'll do at once. They got our usually got Windows 2000 Service Pack 1 on here. But it always says you have to see it. And it usually got this you could always just have to see it that way. You have to get device manager. And I always say you have to see it. You got and it's set for so we have to see that it's set for Ethernet modem. We'll put this thing. So this thing have to do like that. I just have to see it. You have to put that this on the fly. So technology says they got to see it, and I'll take this used to run Windows. So we have to see that way, and this thing always says have to see it, and then what you always says you have to see that way. Nothing about this. So we got the TVs off right here. You got to see it. It's set for the Ethernet modem when putting this thing. There's no always this. You got always have to see it that way. You have to test it on the fly. So worry about that later on. But yeah, Windows 2000 on here. Put just fine on here. Gotta put Service Pack 4 on here, but we'll do that for a little bit. So for now, this is Drew Email. You sign off on August 30th, 2019. Goodbye.